Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Wind.
I start the video and that's his first words.
Right, let's try some rude.
Oh god, okay, now we're gonna have to use display capture 2 here. Just in case. Let's go, guys. Jimmy Carr.
Stuff, see if we get along. Lady wind. Queefing. Fanny farts.
Yes.
The expulsion of air from the vagina.
No. Actually, fanny farts is something that I can do, okay? That I do. So it's different for me. I can do fanny farts. I cannot do the other things. It's butt for us.
Queefing.
Not
Fanny
that.
farts. The expulsion of air from the vajayjay during sexual intercourse. A grunt.
Oh.
There are two main responses when a queef occurs. Some couples, it doesn't matter how gnarly or squelchy the noise, they deny the queef. Did you hear anything? No, I didn't hear anything. And they move on. Some couples, it's a funny little noise, they have a little giggle, they move on. Not a problem. I like to go a third way.
I feel like that's less weird than just ignoring it. I don't care. Oh, I do care. Bodily functions... Why am I interrupting a joke? Stop.
Some couples, it's a funny little noise, they have a little giggle, they move on. Not a problem. I like to go a third way. I like to pretend the vagina is talking to me. What's that? There's a boy trapped down a well. I like to think of myself as the vagina whisperer. What happened? Are you getting a phone call? There's a Scottish lady getting a phone call. I imagine the drugs are arriving any moment. All right. You switched it off and it rang anyway. Well, I'm not buying that fucking story. Don't worry, it's okay. It's only a phone. Don't feel bad. It's a what, sorry? It's a late alarm to come and see me. Or come and see me an hour fucking late. You're not the one I booked for the interval, are you?
Three cards laugh.
Are you all familiar with the Spider-Man, yes? The sexual practice. Don't panic, I'll explain. The Spider-Man is a sexual practice whereby you're making love to a woman from behind. That's key to this operation. You're just about to arrive. You've got your happy face on. You look like a turtle shitting. You pull out, catch, Spider-Man! I realise many of you are looking at me thinking, well, why did he tell us that? That sounds horrible. It sounds very aggressive, not very romantic and loving, but the reason I'm telling you is because men are such bad communicators. Especially at times of high emotion, like a breakup. So, gentlemen, I don't think you ever need to have that awkward, it's not me, it's you conversation again. I think next time, when you think the relationship has run its course, simply Spider-Man.
I was gonna go back to the first Spider-Man.
Sounds very aggressive, not very romantic. As many of you are looking at me, you pull out, catch, Spider-Man. I realise many of you are looking at me thinking, well, why did he tell us that? That sounds horrible. It sounds very aggressive, not very romantic and loving, but the reason I'm telling you is because men are such bad communicators, especially at times of high emotion, like a breakup. So, gentlemen, I don't think you ever need to have that awkward...
He should have just left it there after bad communicators.
Especially at times very romantic and loving, but the reason I'm telling you is because men are such bad communicators.
Just stop.
Especially at times of high emotion, like a breakup. So, gentlemen, I don't think you ever need to have that awkward, it's not me, it's you conversation again. I think next time, when you think the relationship has run its course, simply Spider-Man. She will either think, that was brilliant, in which case she's a keeper, or this is over, isn't it? A lot of men use
All right, good advice.
moisturizer, but I'm old-fashioned, I just spit on my hand.
Hold on, I want to look at the audience's face. What is he?
What did you think we were talking about? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. We've all been there. Come on, love, the film starts in 10 minutes. We haven't got time for your fancy foreplay or your expensive lubricant. We're going to be buttering the baking tray the old-fashioned way.
With suet?
Ironically, buttering the baking tray is the phrase that will stick. So you've just given him a look as if to say, I thought you invented that. How does he know what we do? I like getting a blowjob off the missus. I don't know if you get this. I don't know if you get a blowjob off my missus, but the thing I like about oral sex from my partner, I think the thing most men enjoy about oral sex from our partners, not anything sexual, ladies, it's the peace and quiet. Ladies, if you've ever been going down on a guy and he's gone, that's not your technique, that's not the sound of his sexual ecstasy. That is the sound of a man not being asked a question.
He's so great off the cuff. One of the things that I love and am also petrified of if I would ever go to one is that English comedy stand-up, you call in the audience a lot and it's hilarious, but I wouldn't know what to do if I was called on.
I don't know what conversation that prompted there. I imagine that was you, madam, turning to him thinking, glad it's not just you.
We haven't tried that yet.
I had a woman come up to me after a show in Tunbridge Wells. She said, I found that shocker thing very uncomfortable. Now, I knew what she meant. But I couldn't help myself. I said lubricant. Are you all aware of what snowballing is, the sexual practice snowballing?
Yeah. Should I guess? No, I'm not going to guess.
Who was that down there? I'm quite proud of that. Well done. Everyone else, none the while. Okay, well, I'll explain. It says something about you. Snowballing is a sexual practice where, having administered oral sex, your partner doesn't spit or swallow so much as return to sender via a kiss. Oh, you're looking shocked and appalled as I explain that to you. Let me assure you, I found out the hard way.
Okay.
It does raise an interesting moral dilemma. Should you spit or swallow? Well, if you really love yourself. So I can see some friends of mine.
I need to take a break from that one. Okay, continue.
There. And you're explaining that to your mum. Brilliant. Oh, what a brilliant...
He's probably joking, he's joking here, but going to a Jimmy Carr show with your mom or dad is insane. Prank.
Hey, how that'll be. What a lovely drive home.
When I get uncomfortable, I just go, blah. So when you see me do that, just blah. That's why.
Thing.
I can't even look you in the eye right now. Hello. God, stop.
Marvellous. A lot of men like it when the collars and cuffs match, but I wouldn't want to date a bald lady.
What did he say? Curtains, drapes?
A lot of men like it when the collars and cuffs match, but I wouldn't want to date a bald lady.
That's a better saying. Collar and cuffs.
That took you a while to get. Apparently, women like chocolate because it stimulates them in the same way as sex, which I think goes some way towards explaining the popularity of the chunky Kit Kat. I've never found chocolate to be an aphrodisiac. The only way
I never ask what was the picture painted in the cranium here.